Yeah.
This next man coming up, I don't know if he's comfortable with this designation, but I feel like he's a mentor to me. He showed me a lot of amazing things. I've grown since I've known him. He thought I was an asshole the first time he met me.
Everyone does.
Yes,
There we go.
this is true.
So, but I really wanted to get to know him because his mind is as unique as his poetry, as you will see. This is a man that I really do love. So, George Matthew Mapes.
So you don't love me? Excuse me. This isn't exactly my element. Thank you for that ridiculously kind introduction.
No problem.
I've stashed a bottle of water here because I get dry.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Fuck you, Farmer. Alright, so this is a little bit of a... This is like a tribute to Gertrude Stein.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
It's called Enact, End of an Act. Declension, adding, marriage, adding, an association, a one-act play, and. Or the straight line from Stein A to Stein B. It is necessary to recover the primeval force of the shock taking place at the moment when opposite a man, the viewer, there stood for the first time a man, the actor, deceptively similar to us, yet at the same time infinitely foreign, beyond an impassable barrier. Tadeusz Kantor. I have been alone here at this here is not here, this is not this blank book, a looking back at this eye, blankly looking back to alone times when not here I read this book to blank and back it, revealing black and the white spaces reveling in this here, this alone, this back before. Bending was not bending, but bent blank space black before it was revealed to be some other alone, some suspect book blinking back a revelation, like the time I alone here at this very not this, went forward into not bending, not toward black not, but toward bent black me and alone like white, like me looking back and blinking at the eye which once was alone, which once was blank, once was also black. One pigeon. I am a card collector in Paris. I collect cards of rabbits and famous works of art. I am a card. I collect rabbits and works of art. I am sentimental. I am married to a pigeon. I am not married to another pigeon. I have a mother who is also sentimental. She was also once married to a pigeon. She is currently unmarried. She is currently looking for a new pigeon. She is a card and a collector. She does not collect rabbits. I am also an as yet unknown entity. I am growing uncomfortable in Paris. You must be. She is sweating on her cards. One pigeon and a performance. One pigeon and a performance is two. One pigeon and a performance is two or two. One pigeon and a performance is two or two and the story. One pigeon and a performance is two or two and the story of Cher Ami. One pigeon and a performance is two or two and the story of Cher Ami, the hero. One pigeon and a performance is two or two and the story of Cher Ami, the hero of the Lost Battalion.
I ain't done.
That was a pause. This shit keeps going. And an association. This is half indoors, or how short longer grass grows short longer than shorter yellow grass. One pigeon need not be certain of certain associations in order to associate Saint Teresa with certain other saintly associations. Alas. In doing so, said pigeon becomes a magpie. One might be two doing what one might be trying to be certain of doing if said magpie takes to the sky. Of course. This is an indication of the number of acts to be introduced as envelopes. envelopes filled with 4 saints born in separate places. 4 saints. 1, 2, 3, 4 saints. 4 saints in a menagerie. 4 saints alone atop a hill. 4 saints giving birth. 4 saints in blackface. 4 saints scheming to steal your boyfriend. 4 saints limping toward the finish line. Cross it. Have to, at a time in the summer when it is very easy to be winter, and saints are easy too. When St. Ignatius completely tries to be certain, he is very likely to be seen as one who is nearly a pigeon and easy. Nearly. He certainly might then be associated with saintly doing. However, certain wrongs might be certain while certain beings, St. Ignatius, St. Chavez, might certainly be wrong. Subtract 1 pigeon. Imagine 4 benches separately and the 4 asses upon them, and this most certainly might lead to wrongdoing in the doing of wrong. It might be wrong then to assume the association with wrong as the sisters and saints assemble to reenact. Certainly, if one is not completely convinced of certain other certainties, one must become saintly and act nice. Certainly. And it most certainly could be a great wrong if one were to find himself associating certainty and great doing. This wrong association is most convincingly certain in its being. 4, 3, 2, 1, being. This being is not flying or posing in the grass of separate places. It is simple. 1 pigeon becoming ugly, 1 pigeon stepping across the tabletop, 1 pigeon finding forbidden love, 1 pigeon in a tree, 1 pigeon wrestling St. Gallo to the ground, 1 pigeon ignored. And where were you when the window opened and 35 and 45 numbers became 4, and the saints relived their numbers and became additionally cunning and away, and ordinary pigeons became trees, and the pigeons became saints bending in the breeze, and involved themselves in casual conversation with themselves. Saint Plan. Is this scene 4? Saint Teresa. Dialogue. Saint Plan. Once in a while. Saint Teresa. Yes is a word. Saint Ignatius. When then? Saint Teresa. Once in a while. Saint Settlement. This is uncomfortable. Saint Teresa. More than 1 table. Saint Ignatius. A green plastic bottle. Saint Teresa. Or the roots. Saint Answers. 10. Saint Teresa. Like 4 talking to 3. Saint Teresa. And 3. Saint Teresa. Pigeons. The subject is pigeons, not saints. The subject has grown shorter. The subject is yellow. Most certainly, this is longer than the grass associated with 4 saints in 3 acts. This is a stage, and it should be perceived as one. G. Matthew Bates.
Woo! Woo!